Yep, this is definitely clogged. So first thing I'm going to do is start by putting some liquid detergent down the drain. I put about a cup to a cup and a half down the drain. A lot of people ask me why I do this. Well, there's all kinds of proteins and greases and oils in modern day earth friendly hand soaps, sanitizer, face soaps, shaving creams, all that kind of stuff. And it will clog up the drains. It will narrow the pipes and it doesn't really like to mix with water. So by using dishwashing detergent instead of Drano or some kind of acetic acid or some crazy stuff like that, I just use a detergent. A liquid detergent has emulsifiers in it. Those emulsifiers will help break up the fats that are clinging to the inside walls of the drain pipes. The other thing that it does is it gives some lubrication so that when I get ready to do what I'm about to do to the clog, there's a little bit less resistance going through the pipes. So the amount of detergent I put through should get all the way through the trap and start making its way down the drain pipe, past the trap. In a couple minutes, we're going to push it down a little bit further and let it do its job. We're not really in a rush here, and yes, I did speed the video up to save you the boredom of the 13 minutes that it took me inside this home to clear this clog. Now, I'm using electrical tape here to close up the overflow. Usually I use duct tape, but I didn't have any with me today. Now that the liquid detergent's had a chance to work its way down the pipe a little bit, I'm going to fill the sink with a little water because water doesn't compress like air does. So you want to have water in the pipe before you pull out the air snake. I'm going with about 15 pounds right now. Well, that electrical tape didn't hold very well. And I guess the back of my hand isn't strong enough. I just shot water all the way across the bathroom, across the toilet, onto the wall. That electrical tape isn't doing the job for me. So now I got to clean off the wall a little bit. But that's okay. We'll let the emulsifier work its way down the pipe a little bit more. Hopefully that'll help us out a bit. Give it a couple minutes. Might as well do a little cleanup right now. And yeah, I'm not going to use this tape. I'll figure something else out in a second. But you know, the nice thing is everything's easy to clean up now. And actually that wall was kind of nasty, so where I did spray it with the suds and then wiped it off, it came nice and clean. It looks really good now. So kind of a bonus for the tenant. They get a cleaned wall, and it missed everything else. It went right over the toilet and just hit the wall. So it could have been a lot worse. At least it didn't hit me in the face. So the tool we're using today that pushes out the air is called the Milwaukee M12 Air Snake. And this is quickly becoming one of my favorite tools. It's afforded me the option of carrying a nice, tidy little case with me wherever I go. And I found that it takes care of about 80% of the clogs I encounter. There have been a couple times where I wasn't able to clear it with the air snake and I had to bring out the conventional snake reel. But this is definitely a tool worth it if you're a plumber or a handyman that does drain clearing of any sort. I'm just sticking a wet rag in the overflow this time, see if I can hold it. Well, it doesn't look like that did it, so Let's see, we've fired the air snake 3 times and we still have a clog. Well, I'm not going to give up, and the reason being is every time I fire it, I can picture the clog getting pushed farther and farther away from the sink, and it's getting closer and closer to the main line, which is a lot larger. I do wish I could make a better seal on this overflow. Having duct tape is definitely something that helps out with these. I can't really get a good angle to get enough pressure with my bare hand. I think my best bet is just to jam a wet rag in there and control the air leakage as much as possible. I'm not going to be able to stop it 100%. I'm just going to clean off the air snake. It looks like it's going down. It may have gone down. It's just has a little bit of hydrolock with the suds. We'll know in just about a minute or two. I'm going to try to rinse it down and see what happens. I always use hot water to rinse it down. And you do want to make sure you get all the detergent out of the pipes when you're finished. It's looking pretty good. I'm just going to finish up my cleanup and do one final test. My final test is to fill the sink up all the way with a faucet on, full steam ahead, and make sure that the drain can outrun the water flow. This looks pretty good.